15 Best Harem Anime. Harem anime can be very controversial and risky. They have to be perfectly balanced to please and entertain the audience. A slight misstep can make the show go from good to very bad. Though there are a lot of harem anime that lack a good story and only focus on the ecchi elements. Surprisingly enough, there are some good picks from the genre as well. Some harem anime like Highschool DxD, Nisekoi, and Hayate the Combat Butler has popularized the genre. However, choosing the best harem anime can be quite difficult. The genre boasts a plethora of shows which makes it hard to filter the best out of them. So to help the harem fans, here is the list of the best harem anime you can watch this year. Haganai is based on the light novel series by Yomi Hirasaka. The anime came out in October 2011. The anime follows Kodaka Hasegawa, a young transfer student. After moving schools, he wishes to make many friends. However, he gains the reputation of a violent delinquent due to his blonde hair and scary eyes. Thus, he spends the rest of his days alone, that is, until he meets Yozora. The first time he spots her, she is talking to her imaginary friend. After confessing about their lonely lives, they start the Neighbors Club. Nisekoi is no stranger to the harem anime fans. Rakuichiju is the only heir to a Yakuza group. However, he despises the Yakuza lifestyle and stays far away from it. However, his life becomes a mess after the rival American Beehive gang attack the turf of his family. To soothe things between the two rival gangs, he must pretend to date Chitoge Kirasaki. Chitoge is the daughter of the chief of the American Beehive gang, but the two hate each other. To make things worse, Raku cannot move forward with his crush. Ryu Yamada is a typical troublemaker. After one of his many visits to the office, he encounters the perfect student, Urara. Both of them slip down the stairs and end up sharing a kiss. After the kiss, they are shocked to learn that they swapped bodies. Scared and confused, they seek the help of Toranosuke Miyamura, a student council member. Miyamura then tells them of the 7 witches of their high school. These 7 witches all have mysterious powers which can be unlocked only with a kiss. So Ryu and Urara join the Supernatural Studies Club to uncover the mystery. The world God only knows is a supernatural harem based on the manga series of the same name. The story follows Keima Katsuragi. Keima is known as the god of conquests, due to his mad skills in conquering the hearts of any 2D girl from any Galga game. However, he is the total opposite of his online persona in real life. In the real world, he has no clue on how to deal with actual 3D girls. His worst nightmare becomes real when Elsie, a demon, recruits him for a mission. The mission is to capture runaway evil spirits who fled to the human world from hell. To his horror, the only way to capture these spirits is through winning their hearts. Next one, Highschool DxD, is one of the most popular harem anime of its time. The anime is based on the light novel series by Ichie Ishibumi. The story centers around Issei, a shameless pervert who dreams of running his own harem. Issei cannot believe his luck when a pretty girl asks him out. However, things turn dark soon enough. Issei reveals herself to be the fallen angel. Luckily, Rias Gremory, a high-ranking devil, resurrects him. She revives him as her servant and recruits him to the occult research club of their high school. Best harem anime. Love Hina is a combination of the slice of life and romantic comedy genres. The harem anime first aired in spring 2000. The story follows Keitaro, who promises a girl to meet her again at Tokyo University. However, after failing the entrance 2 times, his parents kick him out. With nowhere left, he decides to move to the hotel his grandmother owned. Upon reaching there, he is shocked that the hotel was turned into a dormitory for girls. Just as he is about to leave, his aunt informs him that the dormitory belongs to him, and he must man. Is This a Zombie is a 2011 anime by Studio Dean. The harem anime has themes of supernatural elements and dark comedy. The story starts with the murder of Ayumu Aikawa. However, necromancer Eucliwood Hellscythe makes the resurrection of his boy possible, only as a zombie. As a result, he becomes her immortal servant. On his hunt for his killer, he meets Haruna and takes her magic. Enraged that he took her powers, she orders him to hunt down the megalo monsters that terrorize them. Best harem anime. The Quintessential Quintuplets is a unique story about 5 quintuplet sisters. The story starts with the protagonist Futaro Uesugi, a hardworking honors student. He must help his family to clear the debts. However, an opportunity comes knocking when he gets a proposal from a wealthy man. The man agrees to pay 5 times the market price if he agrees to tutor his daughter. Uesugi agrees and goes to the Nakano household, but he gets shocked to find that he must give quintuplets who despise studying. Rosario Vampire is a funny fantasy anime series from Gonzo Studios. The story is set in Yukai Academy, a monsters-only school. Any human found on campus is executed at sight. In the academy, the students learn to blend in with humans. Thus, they take the forms of humans and learn the subjects that normal humans take. Elsewhere, Tsukune Aono is a human who does not get into any school, left with no option. His parents enroll him in the Yukai Academy. He decides to stay as he falls for Moko, a vampire. However, he must lie about his identity and keep up his act or risk getting killed. Yuna and the Haunted Hot Springs is another supernatural harem about the ghost Yuna. The show is based on the hit manga series of the same name by Tadahiro Miura. Yuna is fabled to haunt a hot springs inn. Kogarashi is a broke psychic looking for a cheap place to stay, so he devises a plan to exorcise the ghost and stay in the hot springs. However, he is surprised to find that the ghost is an innocent girl named Yuna. She does not remember anything from her when she was alive except her name. Best Harem Anime. Kanon is based on the famous adult visual novel game by Key Studios. The anime aired in 2002 and ran for 13 episodes. Additionally, Kyoto Animation released a second anime television series. The mystery show follows the story of Aizawa Yuichi, who visits his aunt Akiko after 7 years. Strangely, he does not remember much from his last visit, so he tries to recollect memories with the help of 5 girls from the wintry town. Trinity Seven is a romantic comedy series, based on the fantasy manga series by Kenji Saito. The harem anime first came out in October 2014. The story follows Arata Kasuga, who loses his friends and his cousin Hijiri on the Day of the Black. All Arata has now is the grimoire that Hijiri leaves with him before dying. Heartbroken, he weaves an artificial world that makes him forget everything. Then Lilith Asami, a mage, comes to investigate the strange occurrences. She helps Arata and breaks him out of his spell. Arata decides to join her and train as a mage to find his lost cousin. Strike the Blood is a fantasy harem that aired in fall 2013. The anime is based on the light novel series by Gakuto Mikumo. The action-packed story follows Kojo Akatsuki. Kojo lives in the artificial Itagami Island full of monsters and demons. Trouble arises when Kojo is rumored to be the 4th progenitor, a powerful vampire who poses a threat. So to keep an eye on him and observe his action, the Lion King organization sends Yukina Himuragi a Himuragi tails Kojo and joins his many adventures. Best Harem Anime. Last on the Best Harem Anime list is Hayate the Combat Butler. The funny harem anime is based on the manga series by Kenjiro Hata. Hayate is a very unlucky boy who works day and night to pay off the debts of his parents. One day he finds out that his parents ran away, leaving the 16-year-old with massive debt While running from the Yakuza, he runs into Nagi, the sole heir of a wealthy family. She falls for him and hires him as her butler when he saves her from kidnappers. With that, we conclude our 15 best harem anime list. So what did you think of the list? Which pick from the list is your favorite? Let us know which ani. Thus, for more lists like this, keep checking with the Anime Daily website.